John Castaneda taking on Chris Gutierrez. John originally supposed to fight over the weekend in the Apex. His opponent pulled out literally like minutes after weigh-ins began, which was kind of crazy. He couldn't make weight. Then the commission didn't let him. All sorts of craziness. His opponent was not able to fight. He's like, I still want to fight. Let me fight. Chris Gutierrez, his opponent goes on to fight Rob Font 2 weeks earlier. So Chris needs an opponent. John needs an opponent. UFC's like, let's just book this for UFC 313. They do it. And it's an interesting one because neither guy's really taking it on super short notice. But John did have to cut weight already. Chris has not had to cut weight. And that is why this is a not a catchweight, but a full-on featherweight matchup. Tapology has this wrong. This is a 145-pound fight. Not a catchweight, but a featherweight matchup between John Castaneda and Chris Gutierrez. So that does help out John Castaneda just a little bit. And Chris, I mean, he hasn't cut weight once yet. He's not going to even really have to cut weight on this one either, as it is going to be in the featherweight division. Castaneda coming off a win over Miles Johns by finish, which is really, really good. Beat Muin Gafurov. That is aged really, really well. Then he beat Kyung Ho Kong, only losing to Daniel Santos, legit striker, and then Daniel Marcos, another legit striker. But Daniel was able to defend a lot of takedowns. Daniel also able to defend a lot of takedowns. Chris's takedown defense looked a little iffy, I will say. In the last fight with Kang Lee, I was not impressed by your performance. I was not impressed by the takedown defense of Chris Gutierrez. I mean, he was getting taken down by a short notice Kang Lee, stepping up, not even a UFC fighter, and stepped up and landed some good takedowns, got some good control, and overall made it a little bit worrying looking at that fight. I don't know why Chris Gutierrez is on here. I want to look at his takedown defense, because that's a huge part of this matchup in the UFC bantamweight / featherweight division. So Chris Gutierrez, oh my God, let me just keep talking. John Castaneda, obviously his game plan here is going to be to go out there and mix in takedowns. Obviously, his striking is still good, but he's going to want to go out there and mix in takedowns on a guy that gets taken down pretty often inside of the UFC. Got taken down twice by Song Yadong, twice by Kang Lee on short notice, twice by Alateng Haley, by Dana Bajadil. That's a striker. He's getting taken down by him. Felipe Coladas. He gets taken down almost every single fight inside of the UFC. Kang Lee was able to garner 4 minutes of control time in that matchup. So, not saying John Castaneda is going to dominate him on the ground here, but the fact that he's getting taken down so much and so often in these fights makes me worry about Chris Gutierrez's chances here. Obviously, Chris is the better striker, but John is a fast striker. He's able to get inside. He's going to be having that reach advantage over Chris Gutierrez. Can keep the striking even, and as soon as that range closes, John can mix in some takedowns. So I don't know exactly what the betting odds are going to be. The odds for this specific fight have not been announced, as the fight literally just got announced hours ago, but Tapology as of right now has it 75% for Gutierrez, only 4 votes at the moment, so I am expecting Castaneda to be the underdog, but I'm going to go the underdog. I think he's going to be the dog, and I'm going to go for him to win. Again, it's a featherweight fight. He's not going to have to cut weight to bantamweight twice in a row, 2 weeks in a row. I'm going to go John Castaneda. I'm going to go 29-28, using that wrestling and grappling and keeping the striking really even.